Howdy folks, and welcome back to this Let's Play of Civilization number 6, which we're currently playing as Alexander of the Macedonians. We had in the previous episode conquered this city here, which used to be a city-state, but it's now in our hands. Reason being, of course, I wanted to be able to connect my lands to each other, and this is an ideal way of actually doing so. We basically had cities all around it. We're still at war with Poland. Now, all the armies I'd actually used for the conquest of this city-state, I will want to move towards Brussels. Because I guess Brussels is the next one on my list of conquests. I did have an engineer here, whom I actually want to send forward to that square there. It's my intent to basically build a fortress there. So let's get on to the next turn, and let's see where we get to. Alright, so the city-state has been defeated, that was the notification. This caravel I want to repair. This boat's got a crossbowman here, and basically got a quest for constructing an encampment. France has adopted the military policy press gangs. I'm not sure what that does though, I've not seen that one in action. Okay. An armory's been built in Philadelphia. Now Philadelphia is in Australia here somewhere. I'm not quite sure yet, because I haven't actually explored that terrain too well yet. Right. This guy here is ready for an upgrade. Which one should I go for? Go and get that one. As you can see, that straight away heals me for 50 points. This one is ready to progress into a state of healing. This one's up for a promotion as well. Again, I'm giving it a tortoise mode because I basically want to be protected from those ranged attacks when I'm attacking a city. So that's one of my key considerations there for the moment being. Let's move this one forward. Our scout here is ready to have a look around. Now Vilnius, we are not at war with Vilnius as far as I'm aware. Nope. As you can see, no state of war with. We do have a state of war with Brussels, but it's only Brussels we're at war with, which is fine by me. I'm going to actually send this guy out to explore terrain on his own. So using his key powers, Carthage makes peace with Geneva, perfect. Dion doesn't provide enough food to grow its population, okay. And this one doesn't provide enough food to grow its population either. Now that will come, of course, shortly. I might actually have to just select the city and just tell it to grow the city. As you can see, there's zero growth otherwise, and growth is one of the key things I want to basically focus on with these cities. Right, this guy should heal up as well. This guy here is ready to actually build us a pasture. I want to get the other pasture over there as well. So I want to make sure that city here, Methon, is getting enough from the various different places around it. Alright, they are looking to make peace. I'm not happy to make peace yet. I still want to get Brussels in my hand. So I want to basically get a proper front line there. Because at the moment it's kind of like, halfway there. Alright, they're offering open borders in exchange for some silk. And actually offering me money as well for that. So yeah, quite happy for that trade to go ahead. France has built a monument in Dijon. Kind of like similar name to Dion, isn't it? Dijon. I must say that's the French city, but it's the Macedonian city Dion, as opposed to the French city.
The lowest is to attack a city.
Research has been completed on
Siege of a
siege
city.
tactics. Great. So let's have a look. What's the next one we could go for? We could go for industrialization, which actually would reveal coal for me. +1 production to mine improvements. That's quite useful, and we can actually get the Ruhr Valley and factories from that. Cavalry, military academy. I'm actually going to go for industrialization here. Alright, this guy is ready to carry the war to the front here. Let's go and move into position there. This guy still needs a little bit of healing, not much, but there is still a little bit of work to be done. This guy has moved into there. I'm actually going to again build a pasture. Trying to get the benefits of the pastures quickly. I still have the ambition of building a city here in what is modern day Madagascar. Voiced that ambition before, I just haven't been able to act upon it yet. And actually there's quite a bit of potential here in South Africa as well, isn't there? So if we look down here, there is quite a bit of resources like diamonds, iron and so forth at our disposal there. Question is, do I want to build the city on the east or on the west coast? More likely the west coast, but let's see how it goes. Ah, that's our siege tower. At the moment it is linked, isn't it? It's linked to another unit who's escorting it. Perfect. Now this guy here has done his job in building stuff here. Where else do I want to build something? Now there is of course more potential down here. That's desert, isn't it? Hold on, let's explore that. That terrain type is... it doesn't say as far as I can see. Yeah, it looks like desert, so let's assume it is desert indeed. So let's actually go down here, deal with that square there. This caravel is ready here now. Let's move him into position. Ah, that's why I couldn't move there. So even though I couldn't move there, actually the system was already indicating to me what I could potentially encounter there. So, okay. Just reading the tweet between the lines, because the movement options were restricted by the system. Okay. Additional amenities needed. Yeah, understandably. Is that one of my units? It is indeed. My catapult was attacked by their cavalry. Now, of course, I do want to do something about that by using my musketmen. Right, I can build here a fortress. Actually, it is the recommended one to actually go for. Gives me a +4 defensive strength for occupying units. Okay, let's go for it for the moment. Is that... Yeah, that's the best position, because that actually prevents anyone from being able to circumvent me in that square here. And actually, if I'm able to defend here the land properly, I can actually place ranged units on these two other squares here. That's an ideal position in that sense. So, what are we going to do? We're going to basically build ourselves our next entry here. And I'm actually going to go and get that settler built here. Do I want to get an art museum? Or do I want to get the archaeological museum? Great works. Let's get the archaeological one. Ah, another museum can be done here, but I'm actually going to do the monument first here. And we're going to send invoice to some other city-states. No, I'm not going to disrupt Brussels here. I know I've invested quite a number of points into there. I want to make sure that my suzerainty is maintained in some of the cities, but maybe I want to gain some sovereignty as well. So Valletta is an interesting one. I can actually become their suzerain relatively quickly. That actually would help me on that front line there, wouldn't it? Valletta. I think that would do it. Yep. I'm their suzerain now. I should also be the suzerain for Lisbon now. Good. So they should join in the war. Got another military unit here that's ready to engage. Musketmen engage in their knights. Now my knight should be ready to engage theirs as well. Sorry, this is the catapult unit here. And I can actually upgrade that to a bombard unit, which is good. I'm more inclined to, for the moment, see if I can actually deal with them directly here. take him out. Probably. There we go. Yeah. Done and dusted. Right, I've got myself here the unit I was hoping to get. Now, I'm probably going to move them into one of the fields here. The question is which of the fields. So 1, 2, 3. We'll do it here. 1, 2, 3. So that would be probably the preferred position here. Because of course then I got the range on all these sea resources here. Okay. Now that's interesting. They're my ally now, Valletta. Which means that I want to be able to protect them as well, or at least assist them where possible. Okay, let's move this guy forward. Still the barbarians over there, which is fine. And I think the other settler that I'm building at the moment, I really want to utilize down here. Now, most likely I want to do that probably here at Cape Town position. Alright. Valletta has declared war on Jetwika. Now the French are going to be friendly with me. The Americans are peaceful. The Syrians. Okay, let's wait until the actually is my this is actually my turn. So I was kind of hoping to be able to establish an embassy or something of that sort. What kind of deals can I make? I could trade. Ouch. No, never mind. I can live without that. Okay, so this unit here, I need them on the front line here. With Brussels. Same really goes for this unit here. Let's move on to the next turn and see where that takes us. Nope, still not happy to get into a peace position. Thank you though. Your delegate Dimitri has learned that Persia has denounced the evil deeds of America. And your Dimitri built a monument in Hagmatana.
Our military has learned a way
The
of combining
two military units into a larger corps. These corps units are much more powerful than their singular counterparts.
It is nationalism which engenders nations, and not the other way around.
I should also be able to build an additional spy now. Okay, so in terms of available slots, that hasn't changed anything at all, so I'm going to leave that as it stands. Now I'm going to go for the urbanization here, which allows me to go... Which one do I want to go for here? Military research. Interesting. I think that's a good one to go for. Here I will be building a market. This unit here should really, of course, upgrade. Now, one of the things I also want to do over here, I actually want to build myself some additional traders. Now, this unit is ready, and it can actually combine with other units here. I want to combine these two into a core. Perfect. Now, a core itself is typically a more powerful unit. So this one got 55 strength, as you can see, but the core has got then 65. So that's, yeah, boosted compared to the other one. Right, now I've got units here ready to move forward. Decisive victory against Spearman. It looks like Spearman. Yeah, it was an enemy Spearman unit, which I was able to destroy. Good. I'm going to keep this one over here, I think. Polish knights are busy over here. There's still Edgar Allan Poe who's actually staying there. Vilnius has moved a catapult into there, which is cool. Now I would like to extend my range further here. I can move it up to there. 3, I can actually move it up to there. And 1, 2, so I could actually take that square here. So can I get my hands on that square there? I don't have enough money for it at the moment. Okay, so this unit here, what am I going to do with it? I could build a fort here as well, as you can see. Or one over there. But ideally I would like to just move this unit into one of my cities to keep it protected for the time being. Okay. I still of course want to get myself... Ooh, actually the Forbidden City is almost finished. Oh, what I was about to say, I want to get myself some more builders down here to help recover the land from its mistreatment, but also yeah, build some new items here. Now actually I've got a builder here ready which only got 1 use left. Let's first recover that farm there because it was damaged during the war. So repairing any damaged fields or yeah, pillaged fields is free as far as I'm aware. Aztec missionary, interesting. Right, now I am already trading with, of course, Lyon. Now I can get a trade route towards Washington here in place. As long as Washington is relatively happy, I think that will work out quite nicely. This city here can actually build a synagogue. Interesting. Synagogue. Do I want to get that synagogue? Let's first get a builder and then see afterwards. Right, this unit here should heal up because that's its primary thing to do first. This one I can form into a core, which I don't want to necessarily do because at the moment they are both already with upgrades. This unit here I'm going to keep where it is. I think I'm actually going to keep this on here where it is as well. Now this core that I got here, I want to move towards that front. Let's go on to the next turn. Not too long now. I think another 5 minutes, maybe a little less than that. Of further playtime. Against Brussels. On to the next turn. Now Brussels will be able to attack my units here. The question is which unit will they attack? As you can see the Polish are actually trading with that city, Brussels. Unless they're passing through.
The whole palace complex is built along a central axis, the axis of the world. Everything in the 4 directions suspend from the central point, represented by these palaces.
The beach. Forbidden City has been built. Now, if I'm not mistaken, it actually gives me an extra slot I can work with in terms of my politics. So let's first off choose what we're going to build next here. I'm kind of inclined to go for the harbor, but I could also do the armory. Let's go for the harbor. Now I can send envoys to one or multiple of my cities. Valletta is on the list of ones I could do. I lost the suzerainty on them somehow or another. Kabul I could do. Where's Kabul again? They're up north. Kabul gives additional production. Lisbon I already have. Vilnius I could take. Campus. No, I don't have any campuses as far as I'm aware yet. Which would actually be a good investment for us to go into, getting some of those. But Kabul is interesting. What is their current mission? Send a trade route. Okay, so let's confirm Kabul. And we become their suzerain, which means, of course, we can get to see straight away what's going on. Now, there's an extra slot, like I did mention earlier. An extra slot's become available down here, a wildcard policy slot, because, of course, having built that Forbidden City. Now, from international trade routes, I can actually get additional culture and science and so forth if I wanted to. That's always a good one. That's called the Trade Confederation. Skyscrapers, amenities, and all cities with at least 2 specialty districts. Liberalism, interesting. Housing, no. Let's actually go for that one here. Now, at the moment I've got 58.3 and 61.2. Now, as you can see, 58.3 and 61.2 have both been boosted, as you can see, by the options I've chosen. Cool. So this unit here, I'd like to move down there. Here, I'd like to basically heal up. This gentleman here should be able to move down. So I'm kind of hoping to be able to move it down all across that Red Sea. I've got nothing to fear across there to the north, I would say. So again, I would like to just move this one across the Red Sea. I did have another builder here, and I should have seen that earlier. Anyways, I should get to move him in the next turn or so. Ooh, the Polish are finally getting some movement done here. Nope, refusing that. There's trouble. Yep, I know. 20 on damage suffered. America's built a medieval wall in one of their cities. Okay, so they're focusing on that unit there now. Is it because he's got the tower with him? I'm not quite sure. Quite possibly. Right, this gentleman here is ready to move out. So where am I going to move that unit to? Really, not much to be done down here, unless I'm really going to do something out in the jungle there. More likely, I want to basically do something up here, or even in this city here. So let's for the moment just move them into the vicinity of that city-state that we took over. Where really I want to basically build some farms and so forth there. This city here, we can build, of course, a temple as well as a synagogue, but I don't have any industrial zone here yet. It's one of the ones I could potentially benefit from quite nicely. And I could actually do that over here. So let's do that, yes. This city here as well, we can basically build, let's go for a spy. Now this unit here can be promoted. It's protected from ranged attacks further. I can't heal it in this square here, unfortunately. actually share the see with that? Actually, I can. That's quite nice to know. Anyways, this one here, I can actually build a trade route to Kabul or Carthage. I think Carthage is a good one. You get +8. Plus also we get extra production from there. So, yep, good one to go for. Now I've got 450 gold at the moment, and I can actually build another trader for that. I should have taken up this unit here and actually attacked theirs. Do I still have a chance of doing that? Maybe not. I kind of had hoped I would, but it doesn't look like it. So I'm able to repair that square, as you can see. That shouldn't cost me a use of the builder. So again, that's a good one. And on to the next turn. I think I exceeded the time limit I actually gave myself earlier. So let's keep that in mind in a second. Caravel has been damaged, which, okay, is part of the mix. And 13. Okay, do I still heal myself up by 5? Okay. So here I can basically trade with Paris. And that would be an interesting trade route, wouldn't it? Unless I actually say I want to have a trade route with my own cities here as well, which I could do. I can even go to Kabul. Now, Paris would benefit me quite nicely because, of course, that's with one of my neighbors. And they seem to be quite friendly with me at the moment, so let's go for that one. That builder here has got 1 use left, and what do I want to do with that? Let's move it into that square here. Can I? Maybe? Maybe not. From the other side there. Alright, did I kill them? Nope, there's still one of them left, which is fine. I did suffer 12 damage, which kind of is to be expected there. Farm. Of course, they should be giving a boost to each other. Right, so like I said, we're going to call it an end of the day. So I'm going to save away the game as end of episode number 15. Now, I hope that you did enjoy today's episode. And of course, I do look forward to seeing you on the next one. In the meantime, have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.